Okay, in this presentation we're going to look at how to create normal probability plots, which are also known as QQ plots with ggplot. So the two key things that we're going to use is stat underscore QQ and stat underscore QQ underscore line. So we use them sort of both together. Now, first off, we load up our package, ggplot2, and what we're also going to do here is use another package called dplyr. So what I'm going to do is, to start off with, is I'm going to use a dataset called diamonds, and let's just have a quick look at the head of diamonds. There we go. So for no particular reason, what I'm going to use is the dataset there, or the variable called depth. Okay, that one there, 61.5, and so on. Now this is a very large data set, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a subset of this data set, and I'm just going to pick out about 5,000 cases from diamonds, partly because it just actually takes so long to create, so just to sort of speed things up really. There's no real reason why I need to do that, it's just for the sake of brevity. Okay, so to start off, what I'm going to do here is use the ggplot2 command, or ggplot command, and our data set is dime2, and the aesthetics are as follows. Okay, nothing really happens there yet. So let's just go back there and see what I did. So that just creates the initial layer, which is just a sort of like an empty canvas. So essentially what I have to do is name the dataset and the aesthetics. Now just actually notice, usually you put in something like X and Y if you're creating a scatter plot or something like that. Here what we're doing is something sort of statistical, so we're just like talking about the sample that we're looking at. And in this case it's depth. Okay, so I'm just going to rename that as P. So it's one of these sort of ways of using ggplot is to create it layer by layer, and P being the first layer. Okay, so stat underscore QQ. See how that looks. There we go. That is our QQ plot. What we can do there, I'll tell you what, I'll just put in the line first off. So that's the line that it's comparing itself to. So essentially this data set is not normally distributed. This variable is not normally distributed, I should say. So essentially what we can do now is enhance it a little bit. Okay, so we could just put in little color changes. So for example, stat color equals blue, and make the line red. And let's say line type equals 2. Put all these sort of general sort of enhancements into it. And you can do other things as well that are sort of common to ggplot, such as titles and stuff like that, like gg title. So xlab, ylab, and so on. There's a lot you can do with it, but essentially that's the key part there. Okay. There's other things. I'll just sort of give you a brief taste of what they can do. For example, gg title. QQ plot. So essentially you can make more enhancements additively, layer by layer, build it up bit by bit. Okay, so there we have it up in the top corner of ggplot2. Okay, so there's loads of things you can do, but I think actually now you have the basic structure set up and you can follow that pretty easily.